I hope that some of my Ebert Fellows from Hawaii are here. Thank you for bringing greetings from Hawaii. So I wanted to wear my Hawaiian lei. And also, I just wanted to mention one other thing. So, you know how everything is social media these days, and we say don't use the phones during the movie, but in between movies, use it like crazy. We want Ebertfest to trend on Twitter or wherever. So it's hashtag Ebertfest or hashtag Ebertfest 2017. If you can tweet those out. Or I don't even know, Snapchat, all that stuff. But I'd also like for you to hashtag empathy. Hashtag empathy. This film is one that Roger had on his list for a long time. And I am so sorry that he is not here to see our special guest, the director Gary Ross, because Roger loved now I feel like a school teacher. Would you like to come up to the front of the class? There's a lot of talking back in the peanut gallery. Gary Ross is a film director, writer, and author. He is a 4-time Academy Award nominee for his work on titles such as Big, starring Tom Hanks, the comedy hit Dave, Seabiscuit, and another film that I'll mention later. And the film that we are screening today, Pleasantville, marked his directorial debut in 1998, and Roger loved that film. But Gary also developed, co-wrote, and directed the record-setting box office hit The Hunger Games, which spawned a hugely successful 4-part franchise based on Suzanne Collins' dystopian trilogy. One of the reasons, besides this movie, that I'm so happy that Gary came is because he did something that few directors would have done. He said he wanted to be here so much. He is right in the middle of directing Ocean's 8 with an all-female cast. So he, on his own dime, not Ebertfest, got a plane to bring him here, and he is going back immediately after this. He came only because he wanted to be at Ebertfest, and anyone else would have said, I'm so sorry, I'm in the middle of shooting, I can't do it. And so will you please, please help give a great Ebertfest welcome to Gary Ross.
Wow. Well, I mean, you should probably wait for the movie before you stand up because, you know, this thing may not hold up. And, you know, I hope you're standing at the end like that. No, she's right. I'm in post-production on Oceans, but I really wanted to be here. It's I wouldn't say my favorite movie I've made, but certainly up there. Yeah, it's my favorite movie I've made. Yeah, it's a movie that very personal to me, very near and dear to my heart. Roger was a huge early proponent of the movie and a big, big fan of the movie, completely connected to it, I should say. And when I showed it, I think film festival in Chicago or something very early, I got a phone call and he asked to meet me, and I was, you know, I had watched all his reviews and respected him so much, so I was really thrilled to do that. And we had a wonderful long conversation about the movie, and everything in it and why I had written it. And it took me a long time to write it. It has a lot on its mind. And so we can talk about all of that later. But it's a very, very satisfying thing for me to be able to see it and to be able to see it with an audience. You know, when you make a movie, it goes into the ether and you can still see it on, you know, you can stream it or you can see it on DVD, but you can't come to a beautiful old theater like this and see it the way a movie's meant to be seen with a live audience. And so this is a much bigger thrill for me even than it is for you. And I'm really, really gratified to be here. I'm going to be sitting in the back and I can't wait to see the movie, and I'll talk to all of you later. So thank you all for showing up. And I appreciate it. Thank you.